All right, good morning. Welcome to McBean Scottish Fitness. And we'll have a little chat while I'm driving. It's hands-free. On the phone it is, not on the steering wheel. So just kind of talking about the last couple of weeks been going on. You know, my thoughts about the social media and some of the stuff that's going around in the world, but not too political here. So my bench is starting to come along. You know, obviously I want to be throwing up 4 plates right away. It's not going to happen. But I did get 350, and that was probably the most I was going to do that day. So my goal for the next workout is 355. And I figure at least, oh, there's squirrel. I get 10 pounds a week. That should hit me on my goal. Now, will I get 10 pounds a week? Well, that's my goal. So we'll see how it goes. It's muscle memory, so that's why it's coming back so fast. I've been getting some comments on Instagram going, my God, I can't believe your gains are unreal. Well, yeah, they are. Only because I've been at that level not that long ago. So if you never benched these weights before, no, you don't expect this type of increasing. People go, oh man, I didn't increase 5 pounds this week. No, sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes it takes years. I was stuck at 405 for probably 6-7 years. All right, before I started getting a little bit stronger. So don't give up and keep going at it. A couple shout outs to Astro, whatever, Damas, Chad, Opium, whatever he does now. But Astro, you know what I'm talking about. He's keeping at it pretty much every day. If he's not bicycling, enjoying the great outdoors, he is sitting there in the weight room and pressing it hard. And in 5 years, this young man is going to be at the top of the game because he's got the mindset. So I'm really proud of him. Also, Michael, body beatdown. Hit 3 huge goals in both squat, deadlift, and bench. If I remember right, we're looking at a 500-pound deadlift, a 425-pound squat, and I'm talking a real squat, and a 405 bench. And those are 3 things that he almost said, well, maybe, I'm not going to be able to do it, but he stuck to it. He had those conversations with himself, and he kept himself moving forward. So, Michael, once again, huge congratulations. You deserve it. That is an awesome accomplishment. So for myself, October 1st, I want 405 back. So I'm at 350. I've got 2 weeks left in August, we'll call it. So that's 360, that's 370. Then I got 4 weeks in September, 380, 390, 400, 405. I think it's doable. All right, now if I don't do it, is it the end of the world? No, it's not. That'll come later. So, also, Michael put out a pretty good video at the end of his video yesterday about, how's your subscribers and your viewership and that changes. And, he put up some good points. Yes, my viewers were higher when I was in the 400s than they were in the 300s. I expect that. My views are probably higher in the winter than they are in the summer. I expect that too, because in the summer, hopefully, you're doing things that are fun and probably don't have time to be sitting on YouTube as often. So I understand that. I know who my core viewers are, and we support each other. I always make sure that I'm popping on. And I'm not doing it because it's a task. Oh, I got to do this. No, I'm doing it because I enjoy it. I always make sure I'm watching, Astro, Opium Chad, Astro Damas, whatever name he goes for. I think his latest one's the best one. The Body Beatdown, Last Chance Knives, Runner Boy. And I'll forget a few I know. But when I see Arc Wildman Survival, when I see him, I watch him. John at Prepper Nation, of course. Rudy at Alaska Prepper. Although I haven't watched you as much as I would like to, only because he's coming on during the part where I'm really busy at work. So I'm going to have to try to make sure, put a note to pop in on his channel. He's always got very good information, and he's a wonderful human being. So I might roll this in as a premiere. We'll see how it is. I also have an Instagram channel of the same name, which is doing really well. I definitely am. It's worth my time. YouTube, monetary wise, is not worth my time. All right, if I was saying I was doing this for the money, I'd be wrong. Okay, what I'm doing it for is I see people going, hey, you inspired me to get back in shape. You inspired me to go for walks. You inspired for me to get active. You inspired me to eat better food. You know, that's why I do it. When I get those comments, someone said, I started back in the gym because of one of you, and I'm now doing this, and I'm now feeling much better, and I'm healthier. That's why I'm doing it, because for the $50 a month I earn in YouTube, this is not why I'm doing it. And that's okay, because that's where the reward is. You know, I try to make this channel about fitness, nutrition, and wellness, and this is a place to kind of come and have a good time. You know, if I want to get political, I have a channel for that. So I rarely get political on this channel. Not saying I never, but I really try not to. That's not what this channel is about. There's enough of those out there. My channel is about making people feel better and ways of doing it. You know, walks in the sun, definitely do it. Going out, listening to live bands, hiking trails, going to new places, you know, getting off the couch, getting off the lazy boy, being active, all right? Put the Xbox away. There's a time for that. You know, real stormy weather or real cold weather, absolutely play your Xbox games. There's a time for it. And when the weather's nice, in my opinion, it's not the time for it. Now, my son brought up an interesting conversation I thought I wanted to cover. He said this one young man who suffered from depression got out of depression by just dreaming and believing that his life was happier than it was. He said he just started thinking, well, this was his life. He looked at all the positive things. And he said he made this alter reality, which pulled him out of depression. I said, well, that's interesting. At first I'm saying probably not what I would recommend, but it is interesting. If it worked for him, it worked. He said, well, what happens when something bad happens? How's he going to deal with it? Well, probably like we all deal with it. And I started thinking about it. And I'm not, professional, but here's just a thought. A lot of times depression is caused because we kind of concentrate on the negatives. And some people have some negatives to concentrate on. And what we try to do is we try to remove some of those negatives from you. If you're depressed, they say, don't read the newspaper. Well, who reads newspapers anymore? But don't watch the news. It's one of the first things they would say. Don't watch the news. It's depressing. It's designed to get you angry. Turn it off. So what we're doing is we're changing our reality. All right, what I say if you're depressed, and I think Michael is the same thing, is get active. Lift weights, go for walks, get your mind off it. Well, what are we doing? We're changing our reality. All right? It's not a fantasy. We're changing our reality. So maybe not, I didn't quite agree with the young man did, but it seemed to work. But then I started thinking about it. That's kind of what we do. I can concentrate on, oh man, my foot is killing me and it's still not right. I got this thing I got to see the doctor about and find out what's going on there. And I got an earache, and it was raining today, and I'm not a millionaire, and, I'd be depressed. It's not what I concentrate on. I concentrate on, I got up this morning. I felt good. I was able to sit there and enjoy a little conversation with the wife before she went to school. I had a nice cup of coffee. I sat down and relaxed, tried to catch up on some of my emails and that. I got some more collaboration offers. Yeah, that's something new. None of them are anything of real value, $30, $40, but some of the stuff actually correlates with what I do. That's what I concentrate on. Concentrate on that I'm in pretty good shape for a guy my age. I worked at it. Just didn't happen. Didn't come from a bottle. Take McBean Scottish Fitness in a bottle. Only $9.99. But if you act right now, I'll double the order and just pay shipping and handling of $9.99. So it's hard work and it's your mindset. So what the young man was doing, I think, is what we all do when we're trying to deal with depression. And we all have different layers of it, and there's many other causes to it too. Like I said, I'm not an expert in this, and some people are truly depressed and have to have, therapy and stuff like that, but they're reaching out, and the first thing I think the therapist will tell them is turn off the news. Watch happy things. You become what you're around. If you're around negativity, you will become negative. Look at all those angry young students protesting whatever they're told to protest. I'm sorry, kids, you're angry. At a time in your life, you should be growing and fulfilling yourself. And being angry ain't it. You should be out there adventuring. Y'all should be going to the beach. You should be making road trips up north. Go fishing, go hiking, learn a new skill. What you shouldn't be doing is making a fool of yourself in a big city. Just telling you, you're wasting your life. You're not changing anything. You're making people angry, and you're being a useful tool of rich old men. It really is. All right, that's my rant. It's as far as I'll go, but I think it kind of tied in. If you want to be happy, surround yourself with positive, happy things. There's nothing wrong with that. There's enough negativity in the world as it is. We don't have to work at it. So changing your reality is a good thing. When you change it to a positive thing. When you say, I am not going to let the media, I don't care which media, keep me angry. All right, I'm going to turn the news off. Not be blind to it, but turn it off. And I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go to the park. I'm going to walk around the mall. They used to do that. I don't know if they do that anymore. I'm going to go listen to a band this weekend. I'm going to take up a new skill. Maybe I'll take dancing lessons. If you aren't going to be looking through the computer or camera or whatever, you can learn how to dance. You can learn how to play drums by buying a set of drums and just start beating on the drums. Like Michael's doing. Sounding pretty good now. Learn how to play a guitar. Buy yourself a guitar. Alright? Spend that negative time doing a positive thing for yourself. You'll be happier. You will feel much more fulfilled. You'll have that feeling of accomplishment, which will make you healthier. And once you get healthier, it's kind of easy to stay healthy because you want to keep that. So, just get in the gym and lift. Just go for a walk in the sun. Just go out dancing, lifting the music, learning a new skill. Do positive things that will have positive results on your life. Don't get caught up into somebody else's. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful week.